Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to season 2 of the Amputee Diaries. It's been 4 years since the last one. It's taken me a long time. Been on a big journey, lots of things going on. So I thought I'd just do season 2. Carry on as we did before. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. And if you're listening on the podcast, hello. I don't know if this is coming out or not. So I've got a whole new setup. I got rid of the other one because it wasn't being used. So I'm walking, as you can see on YouTube. If you're looking down, you can see me walking. Hopefully, I might have to do this again. We're back again for season 2. Not sure how it's going to work, whether I do or one a month. Might just do one a month, and then places where I'm going to, which I'll get to in a bit. So let's go back to 4 years ago. My last post was I've got a new job, and that would have been working at the COVID site during COVID in 2020. So I was working there. Ended up being one of the managers, one of the duty managers of said COVID site. Did that for almost a year. And then the second year I decided to vaccinate. Those that followed me on my social media channels and network will know that I like to speak my mind. I like to say how it is. I don't have the Amputee Diaries Instagram anymore, or Twitter, or anything like that. But I sort of was quite vocal about some of the youngsters that were working at the site. So I got hauled up before the top brass before it and said, you know, we're going to investigate it because no need. I said what I said, stand by it. Tell you what, I'll go. So I left there and then. There's no need for me to stay there. And obviously everything was passing down, so I decided to become a vaccinator. Didn't do that straight away. I went to work at the vaccine centre as a helper and monitor to help people, look at people, monitor people once they've had their vaccines. And then when the opportunity came, I decided to become a vaccinator, which I did. Loved it. Loved every second of it. Loved every second of being a vaccinator. And then, obviously, as the program was winding down, there was an opportunity that arose for me to go and work for an airline, to travel the world. So I went for the interview. Didn't think I'd get it for obvious reasons, but I did. I got it, and yeah, did my training, and now I travel the world. As far as I'm aware, I'm the only above knee amputee in the world doing what I do. There was another guy at Lufthansa, but he's left to become flight crew, which apparently just leaves me. And so I'm quite honoured, very privileged to do what I do. Travel the world, take some photos, visit places, different cultures. Absolutely love it. It's brilliant. I don't know how this is coming out. This is quite heavy on the arm. So yeah, that's sort of me up to a nutshell in the last 4 years. Obviously my kids have grown up, left home. One of them's now a parent in their own right, and they're few and far between. They're based all everywhere now, my children, bless them. So it's just me on my own, which is why I decided to do the job that I'm doing. I'm hardly at home now. And yeah, so I do a mixture of short haul and long haul. I can't see who I work for at the moment, but they were the world's favourite airline. Gives you a hint. I've done some filming with them for them in the old uniform, which came out, but they haven't promoted me yet. Don't understand why, but that's their prerogative. That's up to them. And that's where we're at in my life, in a nutshell. Still single. Yeah, flying with some lovely, beautiful ladies, amazing ladies, but they're married. Or when they find out about the leg, or my age, or my hair, or my tattoos, they're not really interested. But that's okay. I don't mind that at all. Oh, just moving in and out of the road here. So, hello. So yeah, that's where we're at on the Amputee Diaries. The 4 years. How have you all been? How have you coped after COVID? How was it? Certainly changed a few things in life, hasn't it? Puts life into perspective, makes you realise life's too short. As you're aware, I might have said, or I might not have said actually, my dad passed away just before COVID, which gave me a big kick up the arse to do what I needed to do and realise that life is too short. Nip tripped over, and yeah, you need to crack on with it because life is too short. So many places to sail around here. That's nice. Don't get it. But anyway, yeah, so it gave me the impetus to travel, do more travel, and I'm getting paid to travel the world. I've travelled the world twice over now and enjoying it. It's the easiest thing I've ever done. And yeah, it's tiring, not going to lie, for a man of my mature stature. But gets me out of the house, it's a wage. And yeah, so obviously, yeah, leg wise, as you can see, I have a completely different leg since the last time we spoke. So I'm now using the Otterbock Sea Leg 4, which is amazing. This leg is incredible. The gyroscope is how it learns how I walk. I did the Great Wall of China with it, 4,000 steps going down and up within a small period of time, and I just had it serviced actually. It needed to be serviced because I broke, the cylinder had blown, so which is good, so it worked better than the other one. Just going to swap hands here. And so I've got the Sea Leg 4, which I absolutely love and adore. Thank you, the English National Health Service, for that. I have a swim leg, still got my water leg and my swim leg. And I'm about to get my blade back because I've just started running. Well, about to start running. I did my first park run the other day. And I'm going to start running again, albeit slowly. I did try on the sea leg, but they didn't like it. So I don't know how this video is coming out. Hopefully it's coming out okay. So yeah, the blade's on its way next month. It's a 18-year-old blade now. 16-year-old blade. So I'm hoping the carbon fibre is going to work. We shall see. So far, that's about it for my 4 years. We shall see how things go. Like I said, I haven't decided whether I'm going to do the Amputee Diaries every week or every location, or once a month and then just join everything all together. I'm not sure. So obviously the last trek we had, I used the Rode controller because obviously it was COVID. We're all in house and we were doing that. So don't have that anymore. Got rid of all that because I never used it. So what I've decided to do is do like the podcast, but in video form, and then take the audio and make it into a podcast form. So you're both getting both at the best times, if that makes any sense. That's the plan anyway. So I'm using the Insta360 X4. I've been using the X3 for the last couple of years for work and my travels, but now just upgraded to the X4 with the DJI Mic 2. Very busy. And then obviously I still edit everything on the iPad, on my iPad Pro. So Apple have just released the new iPad Pros, but a little bit expensive with the M4 chip in. I use the 11-inch iPad Pro, so I don't know whether should work okay. And then so that's the format I'm thinking of using. So basically I wanted to, with this new version of Amputee Diaries, is to, what's the word looking for? So detail the running from starting to doing the London Marathon in reverse next April. So that's where you start at the end and just run the course and then end at the beginning, ready for the thing. So I got asked to do that. So that's the plan. So I started the first park run. So I did, I walked that, did it in 50 minutes. Then I was going to do it on crutches, but the weather's been pretty rubbish where I live, so not had a chance to do that. And yeah, so I'm going to do another one this week. So I'm just going to run the next lot, get the stump into shape, in a sense of sort of whacking through and sort of doing stuff to sort of see how it is. I've kept in the gym every day. If I'm down route, I'll swim, do a mile swim. Otherwise, everything else is I'm at the gym doing e-gym. You can follow me on Strava if you want to. I think it's Andrew Skinner. You'll see the picture of me, it's black and white with my leg. And then I've just got my normal Instagram page at Skins, SKINNS. Yeah, it's busy. So yeah, anything else Amputee Diaries has been shut down. I'm not going to post anything on my Instagram. It's just there for my black and white photos because I just shoot in monochrome. Oh yeah, it's another thing. So photography wise, I now just shoot black and white. I have a black and white camera and I can only take black and white as well. I can't shoot any more than what that is. So that's all I do. I'm just going to cross the road here, make sure everything's all right. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing at the moment, to just shoot black and white, and then that's the stories, and then the top bit at the top, I don't know what it's called, that's just normally my iPhone wherever I am around the world, and just to show people on that. And then what I'm going to do once I'm doing that is do a podcast maybe for each location that I've been. So I'm not going to tell you where I'm going, for obvious security reasons. I'll only do that after I've been and I've done the video and post it. So I will do that. Still using the bike. So I've still got the e-bike. So I still use that. How long have we been so far? 13 minutes. So I still use the e-bike. And so I've got back into that as well. So I did a 35 miler the other day, but because I'm on an old socket, I had to sort of stop 3 times for it to put the leg back on because it had twisted. As soon as I get up, it comes off. So I've had this socket 2 years now, so it's coming off a little bit. This is a very variant of a podcast this week, but like I say, it's just playing catch up over 4 years. So it's not scripted, I'm just doing it as I'm thinking about things and, you know, going that way. So yeah, I got the e-bike, I'm still using that, it's heavy. But yeah, so at the moment I just travel up and down to Heathrow for my trips. I'm going to move closer, possibly, maybe around August time. So I haven't got so far to drive at the minute. It's like a 4-hour journey. So if I've just done a Singapore or Hong Kong or Sydney, that's not the place I want to drive on the way back. So I'm looking at changing that. What else did I talk about? Yeah, like I said, I'm still single and was seeing a lovely beautiful lady, but that sort of drifted off. Yeah, reasons I'm not going to go into, but yeah, hello to those that are listening to that are involved, if that makes any sense to you. But yeah, so yeah, a bit of heartbreak. Let's get back into it and, you know, get my head back in. I got some books reading, which I'll talk about in the next one, in my next journey that I'm doing. I just wanted to sort of see how this goes, like I say, with the video, and then taking the audio off it into podcast form and go from there. So it's a whole new sort of journey for it. If you listen to the other however many podcasts podcasts I did beforehand, I would have spoke about me and my journey in greater length. So go visit those if you can do. Obviously that's on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts from, called the Amputee Diaries, as you know because you're listening to this. And yeah, we shall see how it goes. I think that's about it. We've sort of caught up now. Bloody hell, that's a lot of land. Yeah, so we've caught up now. So all that's left for me to say is where are we? 17 minutes, and that's more than enough. Someone's just cut me off. So now, please don't pull your window down and ask where I'm going. Nope. They're playing silly buggers. As you see, this red car, those that are watching on YouTube, there's a red car waiting and just cutting me off, but there we go. So that's about it. So welcome back if you're listening again, or you're currently listening. Welcome if you're a first time listener. Hit that subscribe button, that would be nice. And if you've got anything to talk about, like before, you want to share anything, any questions, yeah, put the comments in below. I'm more than happy to do that. So if you're in YouTube form, podcast form, I don't know how you do that. I can't remember. Do you know what? I even can't remember the email address. How bad am I? I think it's something like the Amputee Diaries at iCloud.com. I don't know. I'll put it in the description of the podcast and we can go from there. So that's all it from me on this beautiful day in the UK. And I'll see you next week or next time on the Amputee Diaries podcast. Bye.